major part in the long NBA season.
Yeah, that. Will he play? Will he play a lot? Will he knock down threes? Could earn him a job. LeBron to start.
Good transition from offense to defense.
LeBron behind the back. LeBron all the way. LeBron scores. Tough opener. Went 0 for 7 against the Kings. Then was lights out in the second game. Lonnie Walker, nice little. These teams met in Vegas. Lakers lost 114-99. Kyle Anderson, the former Bruin. There's Naz Reid from the outside. Stormed back late. Here's what happened.
Well, after the score, you see the Timberwolves throw the ball to Russ, and they end up throwing it back and forth to one another.
And as he said the other day, his plan is just progressing. This is they drew out a plan before the preseason began, and away from LeBron. Lakers, by the way, come out of the gate 4 out of 5 shooting, and they're up 9-3. Timberwolves and the former Laker D'Angelo Russell splashes
defensively between Pat Bev and Russell Westbrook, and that's what freed up D'Angelo.
The turnover, the bounce, the score. So all of a sudden, Minnesota, they can take the lead. The Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, #1 pick in the draft out of Georgia. And
very interesting matchup as this regular season resumes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because the 2 7-footers, so to speak. You know, they're always going to have one that's there to protect.
Lonnie Walker holds onto it. Gets it right back from LeBron in the attacking zone. Pat Bev cut off right there by Kyle Anderson. Shot clock's at 8. Down the middle goes Walker. Count it and one. McDaniels, their best defender. What a wingspan, and he wants to be all first team defense. That says
box out.
By Lonnie Walker.
Yeah.
And of course, the shovel to LeBron, and he scored. Rebound for Walker. That's his third. Lonnie with speed. Lonnie all the way. Scoop it up and in the speed.
Obviously on the defensive end. McDaniels gets that one to fall from mid.
McDaniels, you want to see it. You want to see it even from their #1 pick. You got to see it from everyone.
Peace.
And look, Russell Westbrook just in there getting his hands that he put up are some of the best that you've ever seen in a Laker uniform.
Well, Russell's always going to put up numbers, but he also didn't have in his defense LeBron James and yeah. But he also didn't have 2 guys that he's going to give the ball up to a lot, as we're seeing in this game with a great hustle. James on the cut, went for the slam and got fouled. Good look.
Motion and moving offense should create buckets as long as players buy into it and keep it moving.
Come in and get what they need, meaning get shots up, hit the weight room. And Darvin Ham told me he's noticed.
Nor Westbrook have scored, but they've impacted the game in other ways. As James just toying with it. A lot of people have the Clippers among the favorites to win the West, assuming the health of
very, very talented future.
You take a Karl Anthony Towns that averages 20 points per game, probably doesn't get enough credit, even though all of his baskets are coming right at the rim.
That's what opened up so many three-point shots, and then obviously that great offense.
Are you buying the Cavaliers as a contender in the East with the addition of Donovan Mitchell?
Now to get, are they still missing a few things? Yeah, they could use a 3-and-D as we see Reed knock down another 3.
Walker penetrates, and a foul is called. Beverly goes to the line for the first time tonight. 0 for 5 from the floor so far for Pat Bev. Dealt for Talen Horton-Tucker.
Yeah, those are a couple of teams that I think are on the Wembanyama watch. To see Wembanyama like towering over him is something I wasn't ready to see.
And then
that Draymond's going to get, and I believe that's their last preseason game before they get ready.
Steph Curry, LeBron James did it twice.
Steve Nash, Giannis,
right,
or the last couple of years. But we can be honest that his MVP win more. I think very well he could win a 3rd MVP if they're the 1 seed or the 2 seed, and he's still putting.
We've just got to make them. But his big message at halftime was, guys, whether we miss or make the shots.
7 shots, 3 for 5 from 3, 6 assists. For a guy that averaged 7 assists for an.
This is why they were willing to give away the assets to bring in Rudy Gobert.
They were 14 games over 500 in that stretch and finished the season 10 over. So
for both teams, I think Minnesota had multiple leads, multiple opportunities, but Memphis being the better team, it's about seeing how important being in those positions are.
Davis down low, got hacked.
You talk about this 4 out, 1 in. Anthony Davis rolling with the clear side. This is the AD that I think that the Lakers need.
James stripped on the other end by Edwards, but there's Beverly quickly to LeBron underneath.
He fits in, and you see the defensive plays early, what he's able to do. And what very fun to watch at Washington.
Have some maturity issues, though.
I'm just saying, players grow up, they mature.
Lonnie Walker from the corner. McDaniels over Davis. James trying to go back.
And a dribble handoff, especially because Anthony Davis can make these types of passes.
In front of the Minnesota bench. Walker, Reed sends that out of play.
To say this, if you're not listening to Zach Lowe is a person that he's like.
The postseason, of course, they won a championship 2 years ago yesterday. Edwards just 2 for 10. Westbrook pull-up jumper. Anthony Davis, and also for LeBron James, played in 56 games last year. If you're Darvin Ham in
this regular season, very methodically, and make sure that your guys are playing great basketball, and you want to try and find him some rest someplace.
McDaniels pushed, charged with trying to figure out how all these pieces fit together. Westbrook and Beverly tip-off, TNT Tuesday, Philly at Boston, Lakers at Golden State. A lot of people with their eyes on the
rhythm. Find your timing.
Bodies hit the floor, leaves McDaniels wide open, and the
it's progressing along, and you can see the improvements, and unfortunately we can't make a shot, but
first year for Darvin Ham as the Lakers head coach, replacing Frank Vogel.
Well, you know, part of that has to be with, speaking when Frank Vogel can win a championship and 2 years later he's gone.
Tough shot by Nutt.
And teams enjoy having you there. And that's something that it takes, you got to humble yourself. These players are auditioning for 29 other teams.
Denver last year. Here's Cole Swider.
None having him back. I think that is another, you know, he's a glue guy that can, you know, even the Denver Nuggets now healthy.
Let's check in with Roz.
Yeah, look, the Lakers are still putting, the energy is great.
You mentioned Toscano Anderson. He's not playing. Was a part of the Warriors championship team. In his 4th year out of Marquette. The Warriors on Tuesday.
Well, those are the right people that you want to bring into your organization. Go in to be great. Because I know Steph, Clay, Draymond, these guys are working every single day. But work at the ultimate professional level.
And the deep 2 is Iowa a couple years ago. And was a late pick of the Detroit Pistons. 25 minutes played, 25 points, 11 rebounds. Garza gets the first free throw. This, a team that's trying to take that next step. What do you make of some of the teams that NBA Finals 2 years ago?
There's a lot of depth. There's a lot of depth. Obviously, I think Phoenix is. There's a lot of things that are going on that in the Phoenix. You see what's going on with Jay Crowder as night from Denver. You know, Jamal Murray's going to be back. Hopefully, this is the year that, you know, he can kind of drama to start the season.
Swider hits the 3 from the corner, the rookie from Syracuse. Here's Garza for 3. That's good. And they're going to call Gabriel here, offensive foul. Each team with one preseason game remaining. The regular season starts on Tuesday. Garza
stepping into the 3. When you've got it going, you got it going right. It's like fouling a jump shooter is still one of the cardinal rules that you need for you to say, I was trying to get a block and ended up getting a foul.
3. Struggled a little bit here in preseason, just 25% from the second unit. Third unit guys from Minnesota playing well tonight.